You were right.
Often am. Have to be more specific.
That sounds familiar. Howdy, folks. Welcome on back to You, Me, and the TV. Get your knives and forks ready. It's time to dish up another couple episodes of Hannibal.
God, you're so corny. He's so corny all the time.
You're the one that talks about eating people, though. At least I'm corny. That's, not cannibalism.
All right.
What do you got to say about that?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Well, what's going on? What happened in the first two episodes of Hannibal?
We met the characters. Solved a couple murders.
Yeah. Did we really solve them, though?
I have no idea.
We had the one guy that was stealing college girls and impaling them with antlers.
Yep.
And then the mushroom growing guy.
Yeah.
And then Hannibal's helping Will figure out all the issues.
Yep.
While serving everybody
human organs.
Wonderful looking dishes.
Or meat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, what's next?
I imagine more of the same.
Yeah. Should we jump in and solve some more murder mysteries?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
But first, like, comment, and subscribe. Come hang out with us for some murder mystery solving.
And some great recipes from the missus on.
You say
dishes.
If you have to eat one thing, and I say I would choose a human loin, and you don't live it down. You can never live it down. It's ridiculous.
I think somebody could live without their loin.
Somebody absolutely could. I mean, they would probably lose a leg, but
yeah,
they could survive.
Okay.
You put it out there, and I just answer your question, and then he's appalled that I even have an answer.
Check out our Patreon link down below for early access to our videos, full and commentary access to polls, helps people watch X. Links down there. Check it out.
We also have Twitter and Instagram, so if you're into it, you can follow us.
Yeah, and send us all your favorite recipes on social media.
Human recipes, please.
Or whatever.
No.
She'll appreciate them.
I won't.
Let's watch Hannibal.
We do not condone consumption of human meat.
You think she is an accomplice?
I don't think so. This storyline's already too weird and convoluted. She missed?
Aren't deer supposed to be complex, emotional creatures?
Yeah,
I read they're like the equivalent of a 4-year-old human being.
they're smarter than a 4-year-old.
They care about each other.
I've never heard that about deer.
Me either. Could be true. I just haven't heard it.
We're gonna honor every part of her. Her hide is gonna make a beautiful rug. Her leg.
Oh, God. He did honor... Oh, God. Ugh. So he didn't let any of those girls go to waste? No, because they found the bodies, right? Okay, shut up.
No, they haven't. They've 7 bodies still missing.
Eating her is honoring her. Otherwise, it's just murder. Good.
Yeah, she can barely handle this deer. I don't think she's helping him with anything else.
Oh, Jesus, that would be
Or
terrifying.
maybe she was.
I don't think so. I think that was her subconscious just putting together the pieces of the conversations that she had had with her father, and then... I don't know. I could be wrong.
You could be wrong. It's happened a lot of times before.
Absolutely. I'm still a little annoyed he stole that dog. He stole somebody's fucking dog.
I'm sure he's stolen lots of people's dogs.
Just the same. Do you want a cup of coffee? And more immediately, why are you here?
Yes, and Abigail Hobbs woke up.
Oh, you know how to bury the lead.
Want me to get you a cup of coffee?
No, I want to get my coat.
Let's have a cup of coffee.
Put your pants on first.
The first person Abigail talks to about what happened can't be anyone who was there when it happened. So that means no doctor liked her either.
Yeah, much less the guy who killed Dad. Jack's wrong about Abigail.
Let me reach out to her my own way.
She went there to talk him out of seeing her so she could do it for him. Probably best, since he killed her dad.
Are you a doctor?
Not medicine. I'm a psychiatrist.
Super.
I want to sell the house. I guess it's mine now. I can use the money for college, get an apartment.
She's handling this well.
I've got a stack of gift cards. I don't do well redeeming gift cards.
What do you think? Like she's in on it?
No.
What I'm questioning is her state of mind.
I want Will Graham to talk to her.
Jack, not yet.
You are not Will Graham's psychiatrist, Dr. Bloom. Dr. Lecter is.
So he gets to decide if Will's up for it or not?
Each of them had the same hair color, same eye color, same age, same height, same weight as his daughter.
With no bodies, how do you know, though, that he did it?
He is an intelligent psychopath. He is a sadist. He will never kill like this again.
So was it Hannibal?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had intimate knowledge of Garrett Jacob Hobbs's murders, motives.
Almost as if he had access to the files, right? Like Hannibal.
Did he appreciate him from afar, or did he engage him? Did he ingratiate himself into...
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I believe the as yet unidentified caller was our copycat killer.
Like, I think... I wonder if he knew him, if they were, like, working together, but then I don't think that they were.
No, his phone call was...
was made after he found the file.
No, his phone call is, you don't know me and you probably never will,
Oh.
but they know.
I don't remember that part. I just remembered they don't know. Or they know.
Know this, I will never lie to you.
Sounds like something a liar would say.
Because she's a liar. Don't trust her.
He was very sick.
Does that mean I'm sick too?
Probably. I'm kidding.
He catches insane men because he can think like them. Because he is insane.
Sorry we couldn't save your mother. We did everything we could, but she was already gone.
I know. I saw him kill her.
She did it. She's the mastermind.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
She consumes girls like her to be pretty or something.
Maybe.
So killing somebody, even if you have to do it, it feels that bad.
Hannibal knows.
She did kill them. Or she did help, but she felt like she had to, that he was forcing her hand.
Please let me apologize for my behavior in there. It was sloppy and misguided.
Yeah. Your apology feels so real.
You told her I was insane.
I can undo that.
It's not very smart to piss off a guy who thinks about killing people for a living.
It isn't very smart to piss off a guy who thinks about killing people for a living.
Oops.
Saying that.
To a reporter.
And you let those words come out of his mouth.
I trust Will to speak for himself.
Where do you weigh in on this, Doctor?
Dr. Bloom is right, but there is a scenario where revisiting the trauma event could help Abigail heal.
We have a difference of opinion, therefore I'm going to choose the opinion that best serves my agenda.
How convenient.
We have no way of knowing what's waiting for her when she goes home.
He wants to see her react.
She wants to see if... Or Hannibal wants to see if she'll kill again.
Mm-hmm.
My sister was impaled on a severed stag head. Cut down the middle. He pulled out her lungs while she was still breathing. There's no comfort in that.
I am. But you have to try not to remember her that way.
And Hobbs didn't do that one.
I just thought you should know Abigail Hobbs came out of her coma.
What a bitch. She wants Abigail Hobbs to die?
Does that guy think she's
Well, I think...
guilty or just
no, I
wants
think
to
if...
revenge
yeah,
against
exactly.
her family?
Yeah. Cannibals. Lovely.
How did they know two of them were showing up?
You think she's a cannibal? Forced or voluntary?
Just like, well, you had to eat them to honor them. Or it's just murder.
So forced or voluntary?
Knowingly. Forced, maybe.
What did it feel like? To be him?
Feels like I'm talking to his shadow suspended on dust.
No wonder you have nightmares.
Hannibal's just like, this is so fascinating.
It was a blocked call. Did you recognize his voice?
I'd never heard it before.
Was there anybody new in your father's life?
Hannibal's like, I have a very distinct voice.
She also glanced at him. Was it intentional or...
Copycat.
Someone who's still out there?
I feel like I have no idea what's going on.
Has Hannibal actually said anything around her yet? I can't remember it now.
Yeah. In the garden or whatever. And they went on their walk.
Is that why you let me come home? To find evidence?
It was one of many considerations.
Are we gonna reenact the crime? You be my dad, you be my mom, and you be the man on the phone.
This is a weird situation.
She knows.
She is being so fucking weird. For somebody who's experienced this kind of trauma, she's too talkative.
Yeah, she knows Hannibal's the one on the phone, too.
Yeah.
Whatever bones are left of those girls are probably holding pipes together.
Abigail, there's someone here.
Hey, Abigail.
Who the fuck are you?
Her best friend, maybe?
Do you think I did it? I don't think you're the type.
Why didn't her dad kill this one?
I didn't think your father was the murder-suicide type. Although I guess the hunting could have been a clue.
Oh, she's a distraction for that kid, for that boy.
Did you help your old man cut out my sister's lungs while she was still using...
He didn't come with a weapon, just with words?
Come home. Can you stop being such a bitch? See you later.
Fucking teenage girls. I don't know. This all just feels really weird. Like, I don't know if it's like production weird or if it's...
Let's go back to the hotel.
Like,
We'll go to the cabin
I don't know. It just feels funny.
You should report this, yes?
Why'd he cover up the rock with blood? Is he going to come back for it?
I don't know.
Does she know where, like, hidden rooms are or something?
I don't know.
Glue, butter. He sold the pelts on eBay or in town.
Butter out of human?
No, out of the deer.
How do you make butter from a deer?
Animal fat.
It's not called butter, it's called lard.
He was feeding them to us,
Butter? Not butter.
wasn't he?
It's very likely.
Unintentional cannibals.
Your father.
I need ERT at the Hobbs cabin.
Uh-oh.
Hannibal did it. Again.
her friend that was just there.
Mm-hmm.
You think Hannibal killed her too and hung her there knowing they'd show up next day?
Yeah, but why?
Scraped his knuckle on her teeth. There's foreign tissue and what could be trace amounts of blood.
You said that this copycat was an intelligent psychopath, Will. That there would be no traceable motive, no pattern. He wouldn't kill again this way. You said.
It's going to be Boyles, and he's going to be dead too.
Yeah, what's the team? Yeah, the boy. He
Or
took
maybe
it from
he
the
took
rock.
it from the rock.
Yeah.
Doctor, would you be good enough to collect Abigail and all of her belongings and escort her out of Minnesota, please?
Is Hannibal going to kill her because she knows that he was the one on the phone?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You killed my daughter! Abigail, back here! Abigail, why did you come back here?
It's like, no, I killed your daughter. Don't be sad.
Oh, Jesus. That's not again.
You're on the wrong side of the police line.
I've been covering the Minnesota strike long before you got involved. I want to help you tell your story.
No, you haven't.
Well, actually, she might think the Shrike is the original killer and not... She doesn't realize there's a copycat.
Should we be concerned about suicide here?
I think Boyle's around.
I didn't kill her.
Abigail?
She'll be all right. Abigail? Show me what happened.
How's Hannibal gonna get out of this after knocking her out?
You have a choice. You can tell them you were defending yourself when you gutted this man. And we can hide the body.
What the fuck? What is happening?
Where's Abigail?
Lecter took her back to the hotel.
She scratched Nicholas Boyle on his way out the back door.
Oh, so they hid the body.
And what, he got away?
We'll catch him one way or another.
You'll never catch
Yeah,
him.
they eat him.
What is Lecter's play here?
Remember, he felt obligated to her because he's the one that called that started this chain reaction.
I think who called the house as a serial killer. Just like my dad.
I'm nothing like your dad. I made a mistake. I'll keep your secret.
And I'll keep yours.
She's seeing right through him right now, and he's still lying. She looks about as confused as you are. Oh boy.
I don't even know what I just watched.
What?
I don't understand. Why? They gave no answers to anything. Was she involved? Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, she was.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. What? How do you know?
Well, I think based on how she killed Boyle there at the end,
She
knew...
gutted them.
No, she went right to the heart.
Right.
Like Dexter always used to do, right?
I don't know.
So she knew how to put an animal out of its misery quickly.
I just don't understand. There's something that feels weird about the show so far. It doesn't feel right. I don't know if they haven't found their groove yet, or something just feels off. Like in the storytelling, the storytelling isn't lining up the way that normal storytelling does. I mean, maybe it's intentional, but if you're intentionally trying to just confuse the shit out of your audience, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this episode.
Okay. Well, I thought it was pretty good. Then I was not confused and guessed that she was an accomplice from the start.
First time he's ever guessed anything.
You're just like, damn it, I'm wrong.
No,
There must be something wrong.
I'm not mad that I'm wrong. I just don't understand. I don't even know what I don't understand. I that's why I'm annoyed, is because I'm not even sure why I'm confused, but I am. Something in the way that the storyline is like, it's not connecting the way that normal storytelling does.
Okay.
I am good at guessing things because storytelling follows the similar patterns,
So
right?
this is different, so
This doesn't follow a typical pattern, so I'm confused. It
Okay.
just doesn't follow normal storytelling patterns. Hannibal is very confusing. He does not seem similar to the Anthony Hopkins Hannibal.
Well, I think what we're seeing in Anthony, and when you watch the Anthony Hopkins movies, you have a 2-hour story, so his motives are pretty obvious in those, except for when he surprises, right, and escapes and does that. But you kind of,
but you would anticipate that he would escape because he is imprisoned. Yeah. So obviously his motive. Is
also, everybody knows that Hannibal is a murderer at that point in those movies, right?
Yeah.
And so you're on the, like, I feel like you're thinking like you're in Will's house, so to speak, as he's not on to Hannibal, so he's not putting those pieces together yet. He's not even suspecting Hannibal yet. And so I think since you don't see that aspect of the storyline, you don't see our main character Will figuring that out, you're trying to figure, like, what is Hannibal up to? Like, what is he doing? And I mean, that's the mystery of the show, is you can see it in Matt Mikkelsen's, like, looks when they're doing all these stuffs, like when he was talking about what they should do with Abigail, and he said, well, I think keep her in the controlled location is a good thing to do, but there's also this other train of thought, like, he's also thinking both as a doctor and as, how do we play my game some more?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So he has this, he's always thinking in both avenues, and you never know if he's doing it for his purposes or just...
Yeah, and there's other parts about the storyline that they're just not plausible. Like, it's not really that plausible that Abigail would be left alone in her house for a long enough period of time for all of that to occur. And
a badge in there with her.
There's just like little things like that, the non-realistic moments.
That's
that
TV.
I know, TV. But again, I just expect the storyline to follow some sort of pattern, and right now it's not really following a pattern other than confusion. So whatever.
Well, we still got 10 more episodes this season for the pattern to show itself. So
all right, well, let's watch the next one.
You ready for more?
Might as well.
Let's watch more Hannibal. Let's watch more Hannibal.
I felt like we were doing the same things at different times of day.
Even after he was dead?
Even after he was dead.
Like, you were becoming him.
So Will's just real fucked up.
Well, Lecter just asked him about the girl that Hobbs couldn't have killed because he was already dead.
Right. I know, he's like, Will thinks he did it himself.
Yeah.
He feels guilty because he thinks maybe he did it on accident.
Yummy.
Oh, no.
My place setting, next to Mrs. Turner. I am the guest of honor.
The little one blinked.
Turner family is executed simultaneously, with the exception of Mrs. Turner, who dies last.
How did the other three die simultaneously?
That's what I was just thinking.
What do you see, Will?
Molly Shannon's in this one.
That family portrait had 5 people in it, though. Wasn't there a boy? I think they had 3 kids.
Did he bring him another meal? This is for the dogs. Sausages. He's snooping. What kind of dogs don't bark? Well, these dogs barked at him.
Maybe it's not the first time he's been there with sausages.
Is he doing this to see if will notice?
I think he knows Will's gonna notice.
Ow.
Well, DNA evidence too. Yeah, see, there's the sun.
Acute exit wounds, conical spray. Shooter went low to high. Probably crouching.
Was it the sun?
Could have been. Shooter went low to high, probably crouching or just short, like a child.
It's all on course. I think she might be wrestling with a low-grade depression.
No shit. Your whole family dies. You help your dad kill people. Yeah, probably a little depression.
I think Abigail needs to figure things out for herself in a safe, clinical environment, and that will give her the confidence to move forward.
I defer to the passion of my esteemed colleague.
He wants an apprentice.
Think so?
It's kind of what it feels like. It feels like he's modeling.
Well, he knows she's eating humans, so...
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And knows she has.
And knows that she has a practical mind, right? Is able to compartmentalize.
What kind of victim forgives the killer at the moment of death?
A mother.
A mother?
Mm-hmm. A little kid was pissed because he got stolen and nobody came to fucking find him.
He got out by himself and came back for revenge.
Maybe, I don't know.
I never connected to the concept.
You created a family for yourself.
With the dogs.
Family strays. And thank you for feeding them while I was away.
Oh, he wasn't snooping, he was there.
A modified Boudin Noir from Alibab's Gastronomie Pratique.
We didn't have a meal last...
What?
We didn't have a meal last episode, did we?
No.
What am I about to put in my mouth?
Blood sausage.
He should have hopped faster.
Yes, he should have.
Rabbit.
You still suspect Abigail Hobbs in her father's crimes?
Perhaps the nightmare under Will's pillow is that he was wrong about her.
Simpler times in boat yards with Dad. That life is an anchor streamed behind him in heavy weather.
How many times do you think Jack's actually had Rabbit in his life? So he's like...
Never, probably.
He's like, oh, okay, this is Rabbit.
Delicious.
Sexual behavior.
Okay, class dismissed. Everyone out. What did I just say? Let's go!
Give him a second.
Jack's mad. It's really quick.
Got heartburn from that rabbit.
His name is Connor Frist.
Another kid.
Another missing kid.
He had friends. The Lost Boys.
There's a gang of...
Three,
kids.
I mean, at least three or four.
Oh, that would make sense.
Because they all three died at the same time, yeah.
He was sitting at the head of the table, the son,
Yeah,
and
and
his
his
friends
friends
killed the other two.
Yep.
3. Explains the amount of shoes. Because there were 7 pairs of shoes.
Oh.
They're going to all their families.
Yep. They're all pissed. Oh, geez. Burned. This gaggle of boys is very angry.
Not a single present under the tree for Mrs. Frist.
Took her presents, took her motherhood.
They made her watch. They're making the mothers watch. So they're very angry at their moms.
Connor couldn't put his panic back into bottles, so he got shot too.
Whoever shot him disowned him.
One of his friends.
Don't be sad about Connor.
I guess I couldn't make him understand.
Molly Shannon's a ringleader. She's stealing f***ing kids.
The family you think is family is just a stepping stone to real family.
Wow.
She plays crazy really well, so.
You should be excited to go home.
She's kidnapping these kids and then convincing them to go back and kill their families. That's so fucked up.
Ever heard of Willard Wiggin? He's this artist that does microsculptures. Another thing about Willard Wiggin, he had a lonely childhood. He used his tiny sculptures as an escape.
Who's Willard Wiggin?
He not listen to you.
C.J. Lincoln disappeared 6 months before his mother's murder, hasn't been seen since.
He has none of the...
No, they started with his family. Oh, he's scared.
Giving threatening eyes to the little one.
Yeah. Don't fuck around. I'm
they're
watching
probably-
you.
Maybe they're going to his parents next, and he's like,
The
"Don't
little
screw
boys,
up.
yeah.
Don't screw up like the other kid did."
That's what they told him at the diner.
Oh.
You should be excited to go home.
I'm angry because I know when I find them, I can't help them. I can't give them back what they just gave away.
Yeah.
Family. I thought you might enjoy if I cooked for you. I'll have you back before bedtime.
You love human meat, so...
Crime scene photos of Nicholas Boyle. Gutted.
How you left him?
He's probably in Hannibal's freezer, just waiting to be served to her.
And when you're awake?
I'm awake. I know I can live with myself. And I will just get used to what I did. Does that make me a sociopath?
No. It makes you a survivor.
The way she's reacting to the fact that she killed this boy makes me feel like she wasn't involved in the murders of those girls. Mushroom tea?
Ugh.
Have you thought about applying for schools?
My dad killed girls at all the schools I applied to.
Perhaps that can wait then. Have you ever tried psilocybin?
Yeah.
Mushrooms.
It is mushroom tea.
Well, yeah.
He's gonna take her on a trip?
Altered states could be used to access traumatic memories.
I have all the access to traumatic memories I need.
Yeah, but now you can trip on them. It's gonna be great. Or really fucked up, one of the two. I only know about psilocybin because of Joe Rogan, basically.
Passive psychological response to a new master has been an essential survival tool for 1 million years. You bond with your captor, you survive. You don't.
They kill you.
Your breakfast.
Yeah.
Dr. Bloom said this was okay.
No, of course not.
More secrets for us.
Oh.
Freaking out, man.
Infusing psilocybin into the bloodstream before psychotherapy.
Oh, she found a snozzberry.
I want to give you your power back.
I don't feel so good.
That feeling will pass. Allow it to wash over you.
Or she'll puke in your face, one of the two.
You're making breakfast for dinner?
I love breakfast for dinner.
Sausage and eggs was the last meal I was having with my parents.
I know. It's also the first meal you're having with me.
Positive reinforcement.
He is fucking with her.
This way, as a woman, a mother figure, I think she's looking to form a family.
Family can have a contagion effect on some people. Influences them to adopt similar behaviors and attitudes.
Like a dry personality.
Explains our daughters and why they're a lot like you. At least one of them.
The one's a lot like you, so.
Oh my god. Chris.
jeez. How did they...
Are they going to be too late?
We're just in time.
Too late.
It's Morpheus.
I know, I was just thinking. Reprising his role. Oh. Just in time.
Don't shoot. It's okay. You're home now. Put the gun down, Christopher.
Crazy bitch.
Shoot him, Christopher.
Please.
Nice shot from the forensic tech. Again,
she was the one that was teaching Will.
Logical, though.
She was the one that was training Will last episode how to shoot better. So
Yeah.
she's got a good aim. She's always down like. I want to know Molly Shannon's character's backstory. Like, what happened with her?
Where is she?
She's in the dining room.
Coming down off of her trip.
Eating the dead boy that she killed last week.
You were right.
Often am. Have to be more specific.
That sounds familiar.
Sedative, what did you give her?
I only gave her half a Valium, but she may be a little hazy.
Was it Valium? It was shrooms.
Hello, Abigail. You were expecting me?
Couldn't wait to feed you some human being.
Abigail,
She looks like all of the women that...
what do you see?
Oh.
Her new parents.
I see family.
Ooh, as her therapist, that's gotta feel wrong.
Oh, it's his actual wife.
Think it's too late for us to have kids?
Probably a little bit.
It is for me.
He was not home enough. He is too into his job.
Okay. Him and Gina have a kid.
In real life.
Yeah. It's like they brought Gina in for that very heart stabbing
Well, she's an
scene.
actress,
I know.
so-
It's like hopefully there wasn't any real
No, it's
animosity
just,
there.
oh, hey, my wife can do this because
Yeah,
she's my wife
That's
anyways.
exactly what it was.
Yeah.
So she did a good job for that little cameo.
Yeah.
So that might be like the only time we see her too.
Probably,
'Cause
yeah.
Jax seems like the kind of guy that, I mean, he is the kind of guy that's obviously involved
Works
in
all
this
the
work,
time.
right?
Mhm.
But that was a very thematic episode about family.
Very.
Which is why we
Mhm.
saw Jack's family and how he talked about how he doesn't really have one.
Mhm.
With Abigail finding her new family with Hannibal and is it Beth?
I don't know her name.
Can't remember her name. And then
Psychologist, psychiatrist.
and the Lost Boys.
Yeah. That was
So
sad.
was that a better episode for you?
Yes.
Okay. That was more of there was a little bit of Abigail in that, but that felt like a more of a standalone episode, right?
Sure, yeah.
I feel like these first 3 episodes of this season were setting up the overarching plot line.
Yeah,
of
Abigail is the overarching plot line.
the Shrike,
Yeah.
right? Then having us solve some mysteries in between, right?
Mhm.
So, I was trying to think if this was an episode that was never on TV.
Oh, really?
Episode 4 never aired on TV.
They must have figured it was standalone, not a huge ton of like
Yeah, no, it
character
wasn't.
development for overarching
Yeah.
plot.
Not really, other than the Abigail scenes, really.
Right.
But guess like Molly Shannon didn't show up, and then Gina there at the end.
Oh.
So
Oh, got cut from TV.
yeah, I thought it was a good episode. Interesting, unique mystery there with the kidnapped boys, the crazy mother having them kill their families. That's messed up.
It followed more storytelling lines, though, so...
Yeah. There you go.
Made me feel more comfortable, I guess.
And maybe that's why the third episode felt weird. Maybe if we watched it 1, 2, 3 all together, it would have flowed better for you, since it was kind of the third part of that opening chapter.
Could be. I don't know. I felt uncomfortable with all 3 of those episodes.
Okay.
They all made me feel
maybe it's because
a little uncomfortable.
Saw maybe the way this season will go is the first 3 episodes and the last 3 episodes are kind of
go together.
That meat of that story, and we're getting everything in between with little snippets here and there. Kind of like how the X-Files used to do it with mythology stuff here and there, right? But that was over the course of like 20 episode seasons. So.
Right.
Yeah. I'm enjoying the show.
Yeah, I am too.
Great performances.
Just struggled in the last episode.
Everybody. We got to see a little Morpheus, Lawrence Fishburne in there too.
Yeah, sunglasses.
Trench coat and sunglasses and a shotgun. So that was pretty cool. Just a split second of Morpheus.
A callback.
Yeah. But, yeah. So what do you think Hannibal is trying to make an apprentice out of Abigail?
That's the best I can guess. It's the best I can guess.
And like talking about, you being in the FBI would protect my interests, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think at the end of the day, Hannibal, while being a complete psychopath, still knows what loneliness is.
Yeah. Well, as they said in the first episode of the season, is the Shrike, which is who Hannibal is, the killer, is a sensitive psychopath, and that they were describing.
No, you got that wrong. The Shrike was the dad. There just happened.
No, the Shrike is the one that is the copycat. They just called the dad the Shrike.
Okay, but why?
Because they found that the media didn't know
Hannibal is not. The dad was a sensitive psychopath. He's the one that laid the girl back on her bed after he killed her and realized that she was dying of liver cancer anyways. And he didn't. So the meat was bad. He felt bad. He wanted to lay her back
down. Just the meat was bad, so he didn't want to eat her.
He didn't want to waste the meat, right? Like he wanted to honor all of his victims by consuming every part of them, right? That's sensitivity. I don't know. I
feel like they were talking about Hannibal.
I don't think so, because Hannibal just filleted a girl while she was, like, removed her lungs while she was still breathing.
Yeah.
That's not sensitivity.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Just mixing all those up.
Yeah.
In my head.
You were right. Maybe Hannibal is
he's the intelligence one.
Yes, he is the intelligent psychopath that will likely never kill the same way twice, right? Because he's too smart to do that. Anyways, that was kind of neither here nor there. We didn't need to argue about it, but we did.
Sorry. I just edited last week's episode, so I kind of got all mixed up.
Yeah.
So that's probably why. But
what were we talking about before we got into that?
What is Abigail? What is Hannibal doing with Abigail?
Oh yeah, I think he knows what loneliness is. I think at the end of the day, he doesn't really want to be lonely, and he sees Abigail as an opportunity to build a family that would understand him.
Think about
and not judge him based on his
story that he told Jack was or did he tell Will that he was orphaned at 16 and raised by an uncle?
Will, yeah. Oh no, Jack. Yeah.
And I mean, Abigail's probably 16, 17, 18.
Right. Yeah, he sees himself as the uncle that will raise her. Yeah. So. I think it also is just helpful that he knows that she's a cannibal, or she has been cannibalistic unintentionally, but cannibalistic.
She didn't seem to complain about the food.
And she shares secret. I mean, they have shared secrets, so
she knows that he was the caller.
That just builds that psychological
tie. He had that secret, so he's like, I have your secret, so you have to keep mine.
Exactly. Yeah.
He was using that as leverage against her. Mm-hmm. How long until Will starts to suspect Hannibal? He's not even thinking about it.
Will is in his own. He's
in his own world right now.
He's so stuck on his own traumas and fears that he is not really seeing anything else around him. I mean, yes, he's able to do his job, but
put himself in those shoes when he needs to. But
exactly. But apart from that, he's disconnected from the world. Yeah.
You could tell when the forensic girl came in and he didn't even hear that first half of the conversation, that he is in his own world, just thinking about work or himself and his issues. So And he talked about that in the
He's
first
really
episode.
kind of playing a victim.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really kind of playing the victim card pretty hard.
Well, in the first episode, he doesn't like looking at people's eyes, right?
Yeah, 'cause
I feel like if
it's
he started to
distracting.
look at Hannibal's eyes, he would start seeing a picture. He would start. I think he would start suspecting Hannibal. So
hard to say.
Be interested to see. Do you think Hannibal was trying to trick Will?
I think he was playing with him. I think he was definitely playing with his
Will was
psychology.
starting to think that he killed that last girl in Minnesota.
Yeah, I think he's testing how far he can push Will.
Yeah.
And how far he'll go before he breaks, I think.
Yeah. Will has shown he'll say things that he shouldn't.
Yeah. He's intrigued by Will. I think he wants to just push him to his limits.
Yeah. The reporter didn't show up in that last episode.
Thank God. She's just a waste of space, honestly.
Yeah.
She's just an annoyance.
I feel like she'll die by the end of the season.
She serves no purpose other than just to be an annoyance.
Well, she's a drama blogger that, thinks she knows more than she does. She doesn't know there's 2 different killers in Minnesota. She thinks it's all... She might know. No.
She's just a waste of space.
Yeah.
It's like a side story that it doesn't need to be... She doesn't need to be there. There's enough tension between Hannibal and Will and Abigail at this point. There's enough give and take tension there that this drama blogger is not necessary at all. Okay. She's not gonna be like turning over any really important stones.
Well, yeah, she's not going to solve any problems, but she might become a problem. She might become a dish.
She's already been a problem, but again, they don't need an additional problem, I don't think.
Okay.
I would not be sad to not see her again, but I'm sure we will.
Okay.
Because she's an annoyance and people like that, I guess.
What was your favorite meal of the evening?
I'm going to go with the eggs.
And sausage?
Not the sausage, just the eggs.
Just the eggs?
And the pretzel roll. It looked like a pretzel roll.
Yeah, it looked like a pretzel roll, yeah. That looked pretty good.
That looked pretty good.
Do love a little breakfast for dinner.
I'm going to pass on the sausage this
It's our
time.
daughter's favorite dinner is breakfast for dinner, too. So.
Which she gets to have for lunch tomorrow. She's very excited.
Oh, yeah. Breakfast for lunch. Gotta love it. Well, what should people comment on after these 2 episodes of Hannibal?
Help explain to me why I feel so uncomfortable with the storyline.
Without spoiling things.
Yeah, don't spoil it, but help me understand if
Maybe
it's
that's why people,
intentional or...
fans of the show seem to like it so much. It's because it's not formulaic.
Could be. I mean, it could be. That's why I need somebody
This 4th episode was definitely formulaic, and for the most part.
Yeah.
It was kind of a standalone, but...
It still follows a formula, but it doesn't follow the pattern of a traditional storyline with the Abigail, Hannibal, Will situation.
Okay.
That trio, it's not following normal.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Let us know your thoughts on that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out. Come back next week for 2 more episodes.
Yeah, and check out our Patreon link down below for early access to reviews, full length commentary, access to polls, helps people watch sex. Links down there. Check it out. Until next time, have a good one.
Bye.